Welcome to the Paragon Podcast. Thank you for joining us. Today we are going to be talking about the kind of controversial Coca-Cola commercial. So Wesley, can you kind of give us a recap on why it's controversial in the first place?
Yeah, of course. What's happening here is an AI ad, right? That was generated fully by AI, and I think a lot of people don't like the AI aspect of it, and this is the second year that they've done it. And what really caught my eye, and I think what's caught a lot of people's eye, is not just that they made an AI video, an AI commercial, because a lot of people are doing it anyways, right? What really caught my eye is that they released a BTS video, a behind-the-scenes video of how they made it.
Right.
And what's really interesting about the behind-the-scenes video is it's all lies. Right. And so what kind of brought this up to me is I watched a YouTuber. I'm forgetting his name right now. But we'll make sure to put a link at the bottom for who it is, who kind of broke down the whole thing. Justin Bellman, thank you. So thank you to Justin Bellman. We watched his video, and it was like, oh, wow, there's a lot wrong with this. This is actually the first thing I saw. I hadn't seen the ad until I saw his review of it. But yeah, so they're lying, and that's kind of crazy. So today we kind of want to break that down and break down kind of the ethics of AI and when and how it should be used in video marketing. So let's get going.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, it's funny. I think we have a few different angles, viewpoints on this subject. Because I mean, I was the same way. You showed me the Justin Bellman video first, and so immediately I'm like, oh, AI is garbage. This is such a garbage commercial. But Jake kind of has a different point of view.
Yeah, so I didn't even watch the Justin Bellman. Yeah. Is that what it is? I didn't even watch his video because the links were working in my car. So I just watched the main commercial and then a little bit about the behind-the-scenes video of them like animating the characters and photoshopping, animating, things like that. And I enjoyed it, right? Like, I'm not a huge fan of AI, but I was like, okay, they used animals, which to me look more realistic right now than humans. Right. And so, like, I don't know, the lights, the music, it's Coke, right? And so it didn't push me really away until I got a chance to watch the Justin Bellman video, and I was like, holy crap, I didn't even notice some of the details that he was pointing out in his video that they were doing. And so it was different. Like, you guys were just like, I hate this, and I looked at the video and I was like, I enjoyed it. It wasn't bad for me.
But this might be a good thing. I mean, you watched the commercial first instead of us being told to watch the Justin Bellman.
So you watched the Justin Bellman one first?
I did as well.
Okay.
But again, you're playing devil's advocate, which I think is a good thing, because most people will probably see it the same way Jake does. They don't pick up on a lot of the things that Justin Bellman did or us.
Well, you're not even pointing out the details, right? Like, he went frame by frame. Like, the cuts that Coke made with that behind-the-scenes video are so quick that no normal person is going to notice unless you're looking for it.
Well, and I feel like after watching the Justin Bellman video and then going back and just watching the commercial, like, the commercial was fine. Like, honestly, like, watching it, looking for those things, I'm like, yeah, okay, that semi's got 6 wheels on the back, right? It's like, okay, that's whatever. But if I didn't see that, I didn't see that, like, the commercial was fine, right? I mean, was it, I think, as iconic as Coke commercials have been in the past? I don't know, right? And that might be a different discussion, but yeah, I mean, I thought it was fine.
So is there a problem with them making an AI at all?
I don't think that, initially, I really don't think so. I mean, the only problem that I could potentially see is just people are just sick of AI. Like, I think that's the biggest thing, is that, like, do we need to keep beating this horse that is AI? Like, a lot of people are not using social media, or at least using it less because of AI. I know that I will quickly scroll through as soon as I see the truck kind of sliding, or I see, an animal doing something that's weird. Right? I mean, the first thing that I saw was that the sloth, like, not looking for things that are weird. The sloth, like, looked like he was demonic. Like, his head looked like, and I get sloths can turn their heads 180 degrees, but it was weird. Right, and then the little chipmunk afterwards, the little mouth. It's just they took a clip and then reversed it to make the clip longer. That's what it looked like for me. So it's like we're doing AI, but AI isn't quite there to just let it do its thing. We have to still go back and manipulate things. So I don't know. I feel like it's more work than it's worth personally. But
Can I say this?
No.
What I've noticed.
No.
Please. This is my first time on the podcast. So.
This is James.
it might be his
Hi,
last time.
I'm James. We'll see.
is a
After what I
trial
say
run.
here, right? I will say this: for how much content I consume on social media, I am a little bit turned off by AI.
Yeah.
I think we all are because of how much it's just kind of a fire hose right now. Which again, I don't think it's always a bad thing. But what my problem is when I look at an AI video that's done professionally, for example, Coca-Cola, my initial instinct is someone just made this and it isn't by Coke. If I can catch that it's AI right away,
Ooh, yeah.
I think that it's fake. Because there's so many people out there who have access to this software that can create these AI videos that look legit. Have you seen those? Like it's like a fake movie trailer.
Yeah.
Like someone tried to tell me, "Oh, did you see this new Marvel movie? They came with a trailer and we watched it and we had to tell my friend, bro, that was fake and he didn't even catch it."
Or like that one, what's his name? What's the comedian's name that does the skit about the Down syndrome? Danny?
Oh, Shane Gillis.
Shane Gillis.
Oh,
Have you
Shane.
seen the Pixar movie trailer of that?
All of those, yeah.
It's
the
funny. I mean,
fake
obviously
Disney-
Pixar would never make
No.
a movie about a Down syndrome kid that makes grilled cheeses, right? And hides it from his dad. But somebody made it with AI, and it's freaking great.
Yeah.
But to your point, yeah, I mean, you don't know what's real, you don't know what's fake.
Yeah.
So
Well, you want to build trust, and I mean, Coca-Cola doesn't need to do that.
So,
Well said.
And
They could buy it.
so just going to the ad first. Why do you think a company like Coke they have a budget to make this holiday commercial, right? Like,
and it's
they don't
huge.
have to try to cut the money
Right.
to make a holiday commercial. Why are they? What do you think?
I think a part of it, like you said, they have the budget. They can do whatever the hell they want. But it could be just beta testing. They're going to see how people react. That could be part of it.
I mean, they saw it last year. Why would they do it again, though?
AI has improved since then.
Yes.
They're
I
probably
think-
going to beta test and see if they can get away with it. If people like it, then think how much money they will save next year, the following, right?
I think, like Wesley thinks, I think it has zero to do with money. Zero. They're a multi-billion with a B dollar conglomerate. Like the $1 million, the $2, $3, $4 million that it takes to actually create a one of those. They don't care. They lose that in snacks every year, right? But like I think it's just trying to be trendy. I really do. Personally, I don't think that freaking Coke needs to do that at all. I mean, the first thing that I thought of when we were talking about a Coke commercial, first Coke commercial that me as a marketing guy, I guess, sales guy, right, is the commercials in the theaters, right? And I don't know, I would assume everybody's seen it, but it's basically, and we could put it up on the screen, but it's basically ice falls in frame, a brown liquid falls into frame, it sizzles
Oh.
fizzes for a second,
And
and then
man, does it get you.
That
a
is
red
the
and white
greatest
straw goes
commercial.
Oh,
in.
yeah.
Do they say Coke one time?
No.
No. But you know it's Coke.
Oh, I'm switching my drink. If I had Dr. Pepper, I'm getting Coke after.
You know it's
got,
Coke.
got me.
Exactly, right? And
I'm
so
not even in the theater.
Coke has been around since the freaking 40s or something like that, right? I mean, it's been around. I mean, they've built this marketing, ingenuity. And then they want to go to AI because it's just trendy. Right.
Interesting.
And I think that especially, I mean, and this is kind of another thing, and then I'll kind of let somebody else talk because I feel like I've been talking a lot, but there's been a lot of companies that are doing a lot of questionable things. Crackle Barrel changed their entire thing to try to be new, to be hip, and it was a giant flop.
The
From what I
backlash
understand,
was
the
brutal.
backlash is crazy,
Yeah.
right? It's the same thing with when Budweiser did the whole thing with Dylan Mulvaney.
Yeah.
Right, not that I definitely don't want to say the term that I feel like a lot of people may be thinking of, but like, I think that these companies have to stick to their guns, have to maintain. I mean, Coke is a generational thing, and people are addicted to it, and they love it, and they love the branding. But now they're changing. They're trying to be hip. They're trying to be new. I don't know if it'll work. I mean, obviously, there's been huge backlash, but that's just my opinion.
Yeah, I actually personally do think it is about money. I think part of it is trendy, right?
Sure.
They feel like that they can jump on it and get away with it because they're Coke, and if they were smaller, maybe they couldn't. But I think it's also partially it's a big movement to help people accept AI.
Sure.
And they want people to get used to AI because then they can save money every year, right? Because they don't care, like you said, a single ad they don't care about.
Right.
But if they can cut money for the next 25 years, right, that's a bigger deal. And that's how they think, right? They think in big chunks of time. And I mean, this is how AI is for everyone, right? Mm-hmm. We hear about Microsoft that has record profits, cutting all of their people out because of AI, right? Amazon cuts 14% of their workforce because of AI, right? And so to say it's not about money, especially in an economy where it's getting tighter right now, right? I don't think it's about immediate money, but I think in the end they want people to accept AI, and if they can provide, hey, look at our Coke ads, and people are fine with it, I think that goes a long way into getting more and more AI. Whereas, that's why, and we kind of talked about this kind of going into the next thing. The AI ad in the end, right? People will like it or they won't. Right. And I don't think many people are going to stop buying Coke. I don't drink soda anyways. Mm-hmm. I probably wouldn't buy Coke after the BTS thing, honestly. But the AI ad probably wouldn't have any effect on me. But then, and this is the reason I think it matters. Why the whole BTS is why I think it has to be about more than just being trendy. Right. Is they're trying to prove in the BTS that, hey, look at all this work that went into it. There's a large human element. There's a lot of soul in this. But if you actually scrub through it, it's the exact opposite.
Yeah, they're just trying to prove that they can.
Well, weren't the photos and everything AI generated?
Yeah.
That were in the BTS video too.
Yeah, and I don't want to rehash every little thing that's in there, but so quick things. There's they have a bunch of sketches and stuff that's supposed to be a Coke bottle, and then for some reason it's measuring to the bottom, so it's really obvious, and it says bubbles and stuff. Yeah. Really obviously AI. They even say, and it's in an AI voice. We storyboarded each frame and stuff.
Well, they edited frame by frame.
If
you're gonna edit frame by frame, just edit frame by frame. That's what I think you're gonna.
But they have to AI everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They do it in Photoshop.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So you just freaking do it once the right. I mean, Anyways, continue.
Yeah, and so the whole saying that we're doing this frame by frame, and then saying, hey, look, these are the storyboards that our artist made, and very clearly there's AI handprints all over that storyboard, just discredits it. And to me, it's there is someone in that boardroom, right, that's hey, we need a video that's helping people feel like our Coke ad or AI ad this year isn't all AI, right? We need people to accept AI videos coming. And so we need to make this BTS video.
How much do you think this commercial we're talking about will actually influence other businesses and how they incorporate AI into their ads?
I mean, I think last year's was a failure and people stayed away from it for that reason. That's why I think if this year was more successful, I think that a lot more people jump on. Right. I think I would guess we almost for sure now see a Super Bowl commercial.
Mm-hmm. At least one.
Yeah. And I don't want to say that could be bad, right?
Yeah.
And using AI to make stuff, if it's done correctly, and we've talked about it in the past, it's all about freeing up the people to not do the monotonous work.
Yeah.
To actually have fun with it and create a cool vision and stuff. But yeah, I think overall you'll see a lot of people that move that way because you have Coke pushing the envelope on AI commercials.
I don't know, the fakeness of AI currently, it's gonna have to change. Otherwise, AI is on its way out, right? This AI bubble is gonna pop, right? I mean, it's gonna be personally. So there's got to be somebody's got to intervene to the point where it's more believable. There's got to be something, right? And then because what Wesley said, I mean, it's just to free up people,
right?
And everybody wants to be freed up, right? And so AI, I think it's here to stay, but I think it's just there's a lot of growth that needs to happen.
The creativity didn't even stand out to me. I think that what hurt me was all the clips of the people saying Coca-Cola.
In the BTS is so funny too, yeah.
Because the fact that they twisted people's words as a big brand like that, the biggest thing that we teach even our clients and brands is you have to build trust. and you're using people's words against them. Like one of the videos was, he showed the real video, and it was, what is the worst video or commercial with AI made? Controversial video, and he was like, oh, easy, Coca-Cola. It was terrible. But all he used was Coca-Cola.
Oh, Coca-Cola.
Oh, Coca-Cola. And I was like, wow, a brand like Coca-Cola doing that against people and using their words against them. I'm just like, really?
Well,
like, it's not even the creativity. Cool, you faked that. But when you start using people's words against them, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, I
but
mean,
let's go ahead.
it just seems like a huge lie. The whole thing.
Yeah.
Especially after the characters from all of the TV, the movies, taking people's word. It's like literally they're just freaking digging themselves deeper and deeper and deeper.
But again,
and they didn't need to.
Coke is still not, like, they're going to still have their customers.
Well,
no one's going to leave.
Well,
That's what I was going to
say.
say.
How many people saw this
the
BTS?
Oh, probably.
And how many people saw the BTS and just thought what you thought?
Yeah.
That's exactly my point.
Oh, great, yeah.
People are still going to drink Coke after this. And that's why they are probably some of the right people that can get away with this, is because you're still going to buy your Coke when you go to a restaurant or when you go to the movies.
Well, you're going to see it with a lot of bigger brands, I think. They're going to start using AI. I think smaller brands, like, I would definitely stay away from it because
so maybe it's good.
It's fake.
Maybe it's good it's a company that can get away with it because they're just such a powerhouse.
Well,
That's
just don't hide it.
Them,
Yeah, it's good for
I-
them.
Good for them.
I think it's bad for us as consumers,
Yeah,
and
the public.
that's the problem.
And
It's
it-
making us
is
look
there-
stupid because I didn't even notice. I
Well,
feel
that's
so
the
dumb.
other
I
thing.
watched the
Idiot.
video, BTS, and didn't notice there was no footprints and buttons and.
well, that's the other truth, is how many people, the majority won't pick up on this. There's a small amount of people that will, and it's like frustrating us, and that's just the truth of it. Is Coke probably knew that. Most people won't catch this.
Well, I mean, and I don't see, but a big company like that goes 90% of people won't see that, right? But again, I personally think they're an old company, kind of thinking old, trying to get into new stuff, right? Again, they're trying to get ahead of this debacle when they post it at the same time, where I don't know, I feel like they're just lying for no freaking reason at that.
I mean, there had to be a reason. That's what there has to be a reason, and I can't think what that reason is. If anyone watches this, if they could come up with a reason, that'd be awesome. I'd love to know what the reason was.
Because people are going to talk about this.
Yeah.
All over the internet.
Mm-hmm.
So they're going to get exposed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like I said, they're thinking like an old company with new technology. It's just not.
Yeah.
So 2 years in a row, Coke uses it. They do it next year again. What would you recommend to Coke? What would be
Just
something if you were in the boardroom and they wanted to do another AI video? What would you tell them?
If you're going to use AI, just admit the fact that it's AI and don't pretend that it took all this time and that you had this whole creative team. Give the credit to ChatGPT or whoever it is. I don't know.
One thing I did in prep for this is I tried to find like successful commercials that people have done through AI, right? And there's not many. Like when looking it up, there's people that say, look at this successful AI commercial. A lot of them are not real commercials that someone made, but someone else made. And so it's successful because it's fun that some random person made this commercial. But in actuality, like the only successful commercial like people praised that I could find was from Heinz. And so can anyone explain the Heinz one a little bit?
I mean, it's a pretty basic commercial. I thought it was pretty plain. It was just kind of text, and then it was pretty much prompts on the screen where Heinz was putting in make a ketchup bottle, and he would make a ketchup bottle, and it had kind of like the Heinz kind of logo, but the wording was in just different fonts and weird shapes, and it was like even AI knows that it's Heinz. And it was really plain. It would go through a bunch of different prompts. It never said Heinz on the bottle. But it was just clever. I liked it because it was just, it was admitting that AI, it was pretty much making a joke of AI. And so that's why I loved it. I think that's how it worked.
It was clever.
Are there other ways that you think people could use AI successfully in commercials now? Like not a year from now, not 2 years from, but like now I want to make the Super Bowl commercial from AI.
Well, I think AI is very good at creating something that doesn't exist. That's what I think. And kind of going back to the Heinz, like, sure, it was a bottle. I didn't know if I loved it because it was like, yeah, liquids go in bottles. And that's kind of what it looked like. It looked like bottles with red liquid. Oh, great, it's Heinz. No, they were all different shapes. Like, it wasn't like, that was my personal thought.
He's just a ketchup hater.
I'm a ketchup hater, but
He hates
ketchup
sauce
is the
in
only
general.
sauce that I actually eat. Okay. No, but Heinz is paying me to say this. No, but I think
He's
that
a huntsman.
Send me a shirt.
I think what it comes down to is AI is very good at creating something from nothing, right? If something already exists, it has a hard time duplicating it 100%, right? And so like, take going back to the Shane Gillis, Danny Pixar commercial. I freaking love that. I loved it because it took a story that nobody's ever heard before except from Shane, right? An original story, and it created something from it, right? But again, if you take something that's known like a Heinz ketchup bottle, you know what it looks like. We've seen it for years, and then you kind of say, "Oh, this is what it is," but it's different. I'm like, I don't know, right? Same thing with Coke. They know what it is. They have a brand. Sure, is it on brand? Yeah, it's just not the same. And so that's what I think. If you're creating something from nothing, original content, I think that's fine.
Real quick, just because you and I talked about this a few days ago, how fascinating it is that AI can make music from like the most random genre with a modern song. Have you guys seen that?
Yeah.
And it's freaking, I like it.
Kind of like Tyler saying, creating something from nothing.
Yeah.
That is pretty cool.
You still need to have creativity. You need to create your own story and then use AI to create it. I don't use things like pandas that AI already knows what they look like or try to look like or replicate. Create your own story and then use AI, because when people watch the AI video, it's a brand new story they don't know, and it's compelling, like the story you just mentioned.
I think that's interesting that you say make new things. I actually find the opposite a lot with AI.
Oh, interesting. All right.
I really struggle with, like, if it doesn't have a reference point, then I get wild results.
Oh, right, yeah.
Because I'm a big fan of the series Red Rising, right? Named my first son Darrow, who's the main character. I was trying to make some stuff from it, and I even gave it like reference art, like, and this is ChatGPT specific, so it's using the Dolly background, right? And I was trying to like get some razors, basically. They're cool swords that they have. And I was trying to use the descriptions from the book, use some people's artist renderings, and create some cool things that I wanted. And I just, man, it was so hard.
Couldn't get it.
Yeah. Every time I'd ask it to do like a little change, it'd change everything else here. And so like getting what I wanted, because it didn't have a real reference point, was really hard. And so.
Well, and that kind of brings up something else as well. How long did somebody sit at a computer typing in prompt after prompt after prompt after prompt after prompt to try to get something that was like, oh yeah, that's what I want.
More descriptive prompts, because that's what it needs, huh?
Exactly.
Yeah. That would have been nice to see in the Coke commercial. Someone sitting in a computer for 6 hours trying to get the perfect prompt for a Coke truck driving on a snowy road.
Right. Do this. No, do this. No, it's moving. No, it's moving. It's still moving. It's still, because that's what you do.
And if they did compositing too, right? Like, okay, I got what I wanted, because they act like they composited, right? And it's funny because they like have these owls and then they erase them out,
right?
But then they put them in front of this other scene, it's not even the same owls anymore.
Yeah.
And so it's funny that they do that. Like, if they actually composited, it'd be cool to see that. Okay, yeah, we got what we wanted here, but we needed it in this other scene, so we 3D created this rail and stuff and created the background, or we had AI create the background, but we had to create the rail or something. That compositing would be really cool to see.
Take us what it started with that was so wrong, right? And then go, after hours and hours, it got to this.
Yeah.
Right? That would have been cool.
Yeah, what is that process to correct the weird things that you find? And yeah, I agree. That would have been a way cooler thing. Yeah. And I'm sure that
they could have lied about that. They could have literally said that's what they did. But they still, were lazy again.
That's what they did say they did.
But
but the visuals you saw, you knew was fake, right? Yeah. They were erasing it. But if they showed like a 3D, like the railing and everything, while they were explaining it, it might have been more believable.
But like we're saying, if they did that, they would be owning the fact they used AI, and people would, I think, just kind of take it better.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Probably the biggest thing that I've used it for recently and like really found it successful, right? As we did for the United States Bowling Congress, they have their bowl TV, and they wanted an intro, and I just thought it'd be really cool to make an intro where like they had all these different moments that they wanted displayed, but they didn't know how to do it, and like they sent some references, and it's just like showing it on a screen, and then it moves to a different screen and shows it. It was all right. Kind of felt older. And so I was like, well, what if we did it so like the ball is spinning, and then like as it's spinning, you see the image come up, and you watch it. And so that's kind of what we did. And so I just had the AI make something that would have been really, really hard for us to make. Essentially, I had it. I put it on, like I said, AI. You're going to use like a 16 millimeter lens, acting as if you're like a foot from the bowling ball, and you're just rolling down the alley backwards. And so you see like the lane moving away from you as in the bowling ball, it just stays in the same spot, but you see it spinning and stuff, right? We would have had to create a whole rig and stuff and plug it into that, and it would have taken a lot of time and a lot of effort for a very simple shot in the end. And so we added that, and they loved it. They thought it was the coolest thing, and so we just and we're compositing it with, you know, real moments and real things, and I think that's a lot of what you can use AI for, is bringing it together with something real, because then it still feels authentic, and it still feels more than just this slap thing that got this AI slop, right? And that in the end, that's what's sad, right? Is AI Coke is AI slop right now. It doesn't feel creative, especially when they throw the BTS out. It just feels
phoned in.
Yeah, it feels all phoned in. And so I think in the end, just find ways to be authentic, especially, you know, like you said, it's good that Coke does this for them because they can get away with it. But if you're a smaller company and you do something that really betrays your clientele's trust, I think you're going to have a lot more problems. And so I think in the end, you just have to find a way to be authentic. And there's lots of ways to do that in AI still. So that's kind of my takeaway of this whole debacle from Coke. Any other things you want to add to that?
I thought that was good.
Yeah.
I like it.
Okay, well, thanks, guys, for watching. If you have any thoughts, we'd love to know. Definitely check out the Justin Bellman video on it. He really breaks it down. He has some great lines in there, too, talking about how they stole Scooby-Doo cinematic masterpieces and stuff. And yeah, he really catches you up to what matters in there, I think. So, but yeah, we'll see you next time.
See ya.